Welcome to Energy, where we integrate our inner beings for education, entertainment, and most of all, wholeness. If you like what I do, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification before you exit the live. All praise to the Most High, trust your intuition over mine. Let's begin. Gang, gang. This is going to be in general. Really not even going to read signs. I'm specifically and intentionally going to reach for everything else I can pick up intuitively outside of the sign. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Alright, Ace of Wands. Sometimes there is something here where someone is repeating the cycle and really doesn't know why. It says lack of direction, lack of passion, lack of energy, wasted opportunity. It's not really something they want to do, but they feel like they should do it, or they feel like it's the only thing they can do because they cannot figure another way to do it. So something must be done, or something has to be done, or someone feels as if something has to be done and they feel like it's only them that can do it, or they've got to do it. Okay, but the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Queen of Cups. Maybe someone feels as if they're being poked, prodded, Page of Cups in reverse, catfished by someone disloyal, dishonest, untrustworthy. They're being baited to repeat an action. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. So something is trying to I feel like drain you. It's trying to drain your cup. You just filled your cup up. I heard I got this drink in my cup. You just filled your cup up. You're in love. Or life is good and your energy feels good and you feel warm and you feel cozy and you feel loved and you feel satisfied. Why is somebody trying to disrupt this? The Empress in reverse. Someone with children that does not feel the way you feel. This may be someone that sees you as a good mother and they don't feel like they are. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Or you are seen as a good mother, but they don't want you to be, or they're trying to confuse you as to whether or not you are. So maybe it's something that you're doing in particular. Something that you're doing in particular, someone wants you to feel as if this, I don't know. It's like they want to put an end to this happiness, but they can't. This cycle here is ongoing. Someone has been trying to prove something, but they're using deceit, dishonesty. It's like I keep getting that on the table. Death magic. They just want to put an end. I hate that we use the term death, but really I like it too, because I feel like it desensitizes us from the fear of what is literally just an ending. And every ending is a new beginning, so it's really nothing to be afraid of. But yeah, someone keeps trying to put an end to you. They're trying to put an end to how you're seen. They're trying to put an end to your authenticity. This loving nature. There's something that this person sees. There's a quality in you. So this person, they're not an empress. But I'm assuming that what they see in you is the part of them that could be missing that would make them the Empress. Or just divine feminine, divinity, sovereignty, high vibrational energy. It's the ability to love another as you love yourself. And it works well for you because you love yourself well. You love yourself really good. So it's very easy for you to love someone as you love yourself and them to flourish or to thrive, because you are likely a flourishing or thriving individual. Like whatever it is that you've chosen to do in your life, you give your whole heart, your whole soul, all that you are to it. There's a lot of purity in your energy, I feel. There's a lot of temperance, balance, endurance when it comes to emotions. You may feel extremely deeply, but the majority of your emotions are deep rooted in high vibrational energy, like the kind of peace that surpasses all understanding, peace under any circumstance, peace in the worst conditions, satisfaction in the worst conditions. This could be someone that could be extremely satisfied even in poverty. Forgiving, loyalty, kindness, unconditional love, selfish love, selfless love, bliss, just happiness. Okay, the Empress in reverse here, they may be very emotional, but that's the difference. Their emotions reach low. So even if they do embody the Queen of Cups energy, they take people down into this darkness or this spiral of chaos and fear and depression and worry. It's like if these were two females, because that's what I'm getting, it's two feminine energies, but if these two females were to be in control of the weather, it would go from gray and dark and rainy and cold to bright and sunny and warm, maybe even surprisingly warm, and crisp and cool. Like, it's that polarizing, it's like a tug and pull, a war over the energy. It creates chaos. It's erratic. It's erratic. So I feel as though someone is who's trying to drain you, or who's trying to get you to repeat a cycle. So if you used to experience, so maybe it's just somebody who chronically suffers from depression and someone who is chronically in love. Whether you're in love with yourself, love with your children, you're in love with your home, you're in love with your car, you're in love with your dog, your cat, your cousin, your best friend, your sister, brother, mother, father, like anybody. You could use anyone. An earth angel across the computer screen who lives in a whole nother country. You never met them before, but they say this one thing to confirm something to you. You could love them. Like, somebody is chronically in love with life, in love with your food, in love with, you romanticize your life. That is a superpower of the Queen of Cups, and that is literally what creates the magic that the Empress brings. So if you do not possess those qualities, then you don't get to pass go into the Empress seat, the Empress energy. Okay? But I feel like someone wants to disturb this for you. So if this is not another person, then this is like one person completing this cycle with themselves. They're battling for their crown. they're battling for their Empress energy. They're putting an end to this depression, this worry, this fear, the opposite, okay? It's like their alter ego. It's like a battle of alter egos. But this could be within one individual, but I don't think so, because we have the Page of Cups. So it's like somebody is literally trying to trigger this person. There is someone else here that is trying to trigger this person. And if this is not your sister, your mother, then this is your baby mother or your baby's father, and they may be dominantly in feminine energy. Whoever it is, they're in feminine energy, and they're trying to pretty much drain you emotionally. Give me just give me more on the Ace of Wands. Judgment. They're judging you for something here. They feel like they have no choice but to judge you. What is the judgment? Four of Wands. They're judging you as unstable here with the Four of Wands. They're judging you as unstable. They're saying you're crazy, unstable. The Four of Wands, that erratic energy. This is their judgment of you. However, what is their judgment of you? The Queen of Swords, that beyond a shadow of a doubt, you are the truth. Like, I don't care how crazy it sounds. Oh my God, I've never gotten this before. Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords asking, what is their judgment? Their judgment of you is like if they were in court. If they were in court, they would be the only person that would call you crazy. But for this person, you are crazy. Like that is their judgment. So something about you, your duality, maybe it's your duality, but I'm getting like this person cannot, their mind cannot, they can't wrap their brain around you. They can't wrap their brain around you. So it causes a division in this person. They feel like they are, maybe they have to disassociate from you because they can't understand how this polarizing energy that they get off of you can be true. How can you be completely like ungrounded and crazy to this person? That's high vibrational energy. Like really high. Okay. But like I said, the Queen of Cups, high off of life. It's not the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a lot more mellow and more so in the shadow with the masculine energy. They really work off a lot of their emotions, whereas the Queen of Cups is kind of like swimming in them. She's a mermaid. So she's always consumed, dripping wet with emotions. That is her natural temperament. So she is dripping wet with emotions. She makes people feel things that they don't want to feel, heal things that they don't want to heal, deal with things that they don't want to deal, confront things that they don't want to confront. Even there's the upside of it too, but I'm talking about the negative side of it because I feel like as if there is something about your ability to be so loving that pushes something in this person's face, something that they have to face, and they feel as if you do it to them on purpose. It's like a reckoning is what they feel like. But anyway, let's get back to the cards. So the judgment on you though is that you are honest, that you give unbiased judgment. So this is someone who is judging you and they feel like you have judged them, but they feel as if you are judging them unbiasedly. Like maybe you're judging them according to, or not even like specifically. I don't know. They could feel judged by you, but without you really knowing the specifics of who they are or what they've done. But you seem to have an opinion about it, and it's honest and it's supporting. They see you as someone who is an independent. They feel like you are an open communicator, a good communicator. You have very clear boundaries. They see you as someone who is reasonable, practical, reasonable, but you also hold all of these emotions. So for this person, I think that's what it is. They think you're crazy because you feel everything. They don't understand you because you move with emotion. Most people disassociate completely from emotions. Otherwise, they would not be okay. And this is someone who has not healed. So when you don't heal, then yeah, your emotions will drive you crazy, and every day could be horrific for you because you're riddled with unhealed issues, open-ended issues. If you're a self-healer, or if you constantly are conditioned to heal, typically your feelings feel good to you. And when they don't, you know what to do. It's a natural process. This is something that you likely have done your whole entire life. Okay, whoever I'm getting, you were raised that way, likely. Or for some of you, this could be new with your children, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups energy just kind of surrounding this reading, because there is something here. It could be another mother who is comparing themselves to you. Okay, so I don't know, but it's like their judgment of you is that nothing, it doesn't make sense, but everything makes perfect sense. This is crazy. Like, I can't even read this and make it make sense, but that's what I'm getting. For them, you are a different that doesn't make sense. Okay, you're different. So in this sense, it would not be really crazy. It's just ungrounded. It doesn't make sense for this person. It's like you're from another world. They don't understand you. However, you seem to, at some point in time, you have to disconnect from your emotions, because you also have this Queen of Swords energy. They can see, this may be someone who feels like you have strong boundaries with them. Like, there are things that you know about them, but they have never given you a reason to know these things. So to them, that is crazy. That doesn't make sense. Like, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about, but then beyond a shadow of a doubt, they know that you are absolutely right. So this is someone who cannot, the Queen of Cups is known for psychic abilities. Okay, it's the woman in church that knew you were pregnant before you told anybody. It's the auntie that knew you were pregnant before you were showing. Do you understand? It's that intuition. It's a mother's intuition. That is something that you have. And you don't have to be a woman. You don't even have to really be a mother. But I am getting that it feels as if there are something is about parenthood. That you just know things and you are able to see things and you feel things, but you are always like on point. But it does not make sense. Okay, someone doesn't believe in anything other than cold cut, dry ass reality. I'm sorry. Because yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody did you a disservice. This Empress in the reverse, somebody did this person a disservice. They just don't know the other side of life other than struggle and survival. This may be somebody that doesn't even believe in tarot. I don't see how their mind could conceive it if they can't conceive you. Like, just the prototype of a Queen of Cups energy. Matter of fact, let's read it. What's the Queen of Cups? Just straight off the book. Straight out the logical book that was written about illogical things. To explain these things for the rational psyche. What's the Queen of Cups? According to page 183 of the Tarot, Rowena Stewart's tarot book, it says, the Queen of Cups signifies a sensitive, affectionate, and receptive woman. As with personalities associated with the other court cards of this suit, her character is essentially passive, but she is close in touch with her inner self and can demonstrate great perceptive, because perception is a real thing. Look it up, it's in the dictionary. Intuition. Matter of fact, I believe you can look up intuition. It's a real thing. Mother's intuition, father's intuition, high priest, high priestess intuition. Who cares, Pastor's intuition. What's those other ones? Prophet, prophetess, prophet, intuition. Doesn't really matter who you want to give it to. It's a pineal gland. Look that up too. That's a word. That's a logical word. It's scientific. All right, intuition and willpower when needed. For men who draw this card, it may serve as a gentle reminder not to suppress the feminine aspects of their personality and to open themselves up to the whole spectrum of life's emotions. Sensitive, mature, intuition. Okay, here's the key. I was saying with the Empress in reverse, it could be a male or a female. Either way, this person operates in masculine energy. But if they operate, it's like they operate in the opposite. Okay, so this could be a man who operates in feminine energy, but they are not very aware of their emotions. That's where they like they like to be in their feminine energy, but they like to stay in it and stay detached. Okay, they do not like to deal with their emotions. They don't even open themselves up to the whole spectrum of life's emotions. So, they could be afraid to get too happy because they're afraid of the worst case scenario, the opposite, okay, of feeling how hard it could hurt. It's someone who just has a fear. They have a fear of the happiest emotions, but those are the emotions that you dominantly live in. And they're afraid of that. That's conditioning. That's trauma, really. That's trauma. You're afraid to be happy. You're afraid to fall in love. You're afraid to love. You're afraid to let go. You're afraid to feel that life is okay, that everything is okay. You're afraid to feel that life is working out for you. Afraid. It's fear. So fear has kept this person out of their emotions, but they typically like to stay in feminine energy. So, I don't know, but it feels as if this person here, that's the issue. They can't see how someone who can embody the whole spectrum of emotions and on such a deep level, they don't see how you can be stable. They don't see how you can be stable. They don't even see how you can be taken seriously, but they have no choice but to take you seriously. The Queen of Swords and the Judgment card, that's like legal. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is just us. If it's someone in your life here, then you have just proven to them beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are honest, you are trustworthy, you are clear, you are aware. You see through them. This could be someone who is trying to trick you. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And maybe they've just never met anyone, especially if it's a female. Females are prone to be emotional. So they're easily manipulated. But for you to be able to be in any emotional space and yet be clear and aware, you can see them. You can tell when they're trying to trick you, deceive you, when they're in your energy, when they're fucking with you, when they're nasty, when they're rude. Like, you read it all. It's just like having a mother that always knows you're calling her a bitch when you go in your room and slam your door. She can hear you even though you don't even let the words make a sound. It is the same fucking thing. Somebody can't see that. And for them, they probably never came against another one that they weren't able to get over on. So for with this situation with you, the fact that you feel all of these emotions, especially if this is someone who has experienced a lot of trauma in their life, or they, were in survival mode most of their life, then likely the emotions that they witnessed their parents having, for instance, it could be this person's mother, it was dominantly between peace and negative emotions. It's depression, it's anger, it's rage, it's insecurity, it's pessimism, okay? Yes, anybody staying in those type of emotions and the only time you get relief is peace, that is not safe. That's erratic. But that's crazy. But people think that that's just reality. That's the way that life should be. Well, there's a whole nother spectrum, and there's a lot of people out here. Somebody's very close-minded, because there's a whole lot of people out here. I'll tell you for sure, I know there's at least 8 million around the whole world in 239 lands the last time I checked, which was probably like 10 years ago. But there's at least that many that are part of an organization that conditions and indoctrinates their people to move dominantly, to live and operate dominantly in the vibrational space from peace to bliss. That's it. So there's at least 8,239 lands. But they've never met one or never seen one, or they just don't believe in it. Okay, they don't believe in a lot of things. And if this is a female with the Empress in reverse, it's pretty much the same storyline. It's just that this female stays in masculine energy, and that's how they kind of get to run away from their emotions and feelings, because masculinity is on the move. It's constantly focused on priorities and what to do, protecting and providing. Usually distractions like trying to have a good time. They stay in action in order to not have to sit still with the feelings. And it is likely because it's just like getting back to your desk when you take, 3 months off. Your desk is filled with all of the back work that you did not accomplish or you did not get through. And that's what this person has when they get into their emotions or in their feminine energy. Likely there is a backup of all of the things that they've been ignoring and that they haven't dealt with and that they haven't healed and that they didn't feel and that they never worked out, let go of, forgave, whether it's forgiving someone else or forgiving themselves. They have not done none of that work. So all of it is sitting there. So this person is likely somebody who will use anybody and anything as an excuse to get the fuck up out of their feminine energy and move into the masculine energy, which is a great and easy, but it's also a very lazy way of surviving. Because in the end, it catches up with you. Or you can spend this whole entire life with that kind of karmic chain around you where, no, you can't exit to the cycle of life where you're completely free because you got too much work that you need to accomplish, that you need to get through. You haven't done any of it. You haven't healed any of your wounds. You haven't, like this stuff that they be talking about on the tarot table. Even like your lineage here, when we get into lineage and ancestry and breaking the curses, the thing is, if the things that your forefathers did, the past, your ancestors, right? If the things that they did, if that still lives in you, if that has ever come out in you, then yes, that is like you. It's just the same thing as religions teach, where you got to take care of your own sins. You have to heal your own issues. You have to clean your own slate. That is how you're able to stay in a high vibrational space. Now, those 8 million people I was telling you about, they live in poverty. They sign their souls off to poverty in order to learn the secrets, pretty much, of how to stay in a high vibrational reality for their lifetime. But should they free themselves from that mindset and all of the indoctrination that tells them why they should give up the riches of this world in order to live that vibrational high, if they were to set themselves free from that, they could open their mind to the ability to actually have the lifestyle that matches the vibration. I think that is what this person knows about you, and this is what they want. Because this is an attack. It's an attack. Because either way, whether you have the things or you don't have the things, you stay in this high vibrational energy. This person does not understand that. What do we need to know about the Queen of Cups herself? We only have one card. I feel like this is probably an Empress too. It's an Empress and an Empress in reverse. Something just keeps telling me that. But I'm going to, pull on it. But I feel like this is just one aspect of this Empress that is being targeted, and it is your emotional space. That's why, I'm not saying like this person is perfect, or if this is you, I'm not saying you're perfect or anything. I'm just saying in this one, whatever this is what is under question. So it's not necessarily your choices, your decisions, what you've chosen to do, how you move that they can't fathom or understand. It's really about how you could possibly be as clear, aware, like intelligent and insightful as you are when you are emotionally, like you literally embody the full spectrum of emotions. So even when you're angry, you still see the truth. Even when you're sad, you still see the truth. Even when you're blissful and in fairyland, you still see the truth. You're not like any crazy person they've seen before. Out of my mind, out of my. Okay, this person could feel like you are Illuminati, or from like I'm hearing that song. You niggas crazy with that Illuminati mess. Yeah. Who told you you could get another cookie, sir? I see you. You stealing? Yeah. All right, that's the last one. Yeah, I guess if you were in Hollywood, or if you were rich or something like that, they would not consider you to be crazy. They would consider you to be a performer. Anybody can perform their emotions, whether they get paid to or not. Anybody can embody the full spectrum of emotions to the fullest extent and yet still be centered in who they truly are. It's a real possibility. It is acting, pretty much. But people in general, if they're not getting paid for it, that's not really what they're doing. Although they could be just naturally somebody who fully dives into all of the emotions that they feel. Just like someone very intellectual who likes to talk, they could really get engrossed in their words and thought processes and conspiracy theories and all of that, okay? They could go dive into that mentally. They could live in their mind dominantly. It's the same thing. Even though all of those different ways of seeing life and ways that things could happen, maybe none of them are your personal truth. However, you're able to speak about all of them, talk about all of them, think about all of them, and yet still hold on to who you are as a person. It's just, I don't know. The more I talk about it, it's a beautiful mind. Look, we do have the Queen of Wands, but we also have Judgment in reverse here too. So you're very aware, but you're also non-judgmental. You're just very different than whoever this person is. It's like y'all from two different worlds. This is likely one of your most attractive features too, or it could be someone in particular here that is attracted to this ability that you have to love the way that you love, and or the way that you feel, okay? Especially if it's not someone that you've really displayed your love languages to, but this is just someone that you've been around and they can feel you. This person has felt you too, and there could be an issue here because the Queen of Wands is known for being attractive and attracting. It's not just about how they look, it's about their presence, how they feel, and how people feel when they're around them. Another card here, the Two of Wands. I don't know, full of ideas. Definitely an Empress energy with the and you got another Queen at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, definitely an Empress energy. It's the Queen of Pentacles too at the bottom of the deck, like I expected. You are also someone who's very practical, resourceful, reasonable. If you have children, you focus on them. You're a good mother, you're a good father. Likely your intuition plays a good part in parenting. Mother's intuition always does. And you could do something for work here. Okay, where your empathy could be like a really big resource to what you do. You could be a healer. Some of you are like a spiritual healer or practitioner, or oh, we got the high priestess. I don't know. You could be like in religion or something like that. Um, like you have a high level. You're a high level high priest, high priestess energy. What's the page of cups here? So they also put you on a pedestal. They put you on a pedestal. That high priest, high priestess energy with the Queen of Pentacles. You come from humble means, but the way that you behave or the way that you carry yourself and the way that you treat people naturally, and the way that you love yourself, they only associate that with high, like, not even for this person, it's probably not high vibrational. For them, it's just like high class or people with money, people who are, you know, highly esteemed. That's, they put you on a pedestal. But it's just high vibes. And it is possible to be high vibe and not be based on money or attention. It is possible. It happens often. Just not quite as often as the opposite. It's usually money or someone's attention that makes us, you know, get high vibe. We get high vibrational. We tap into those higher emotions. We step out on the ledge. That's the full energy. When you go past peace, peace is safety. Okay? Everything's good. Everything's all right. We survived. Let's not get any happier than this, guys. We don't know where this goes. Okay? It gets scary when you want to step out of peace. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, she's getting loud. Oh my God, she's getting excited. What's about to happen at this table? People get uncomfortable. A lot of people who are not used to coming out of the peace zone, they get uncomfortable. And that's, you know, I mean, that's why we have Hollywood. That's why we have people with personalities that entertain us, because they are willing to push past the bar of peace, to tap into those emotions and give us the thrill virtually. But you could have this person here, I feel, is in somebody's life and they experience, like, you will go for these rides literally, because that is what they do. It's not just on TV, but this is like having your own personal, I'm telling you, it's like having your own personal actress or actor. And they may not be acting. That's who. Why do you think the world loves reality TV? And the more realistic it is, the better. The better. That's what it is. It's an actor who isn't acting. They're just like living fully through every single emotion. They feel everything. Think the movie Lucy. Okay, it is a small number of people that operate this way. It's not that the full extent of what I'm getting here with this person is bigger. So no, it's not quite as common as I was initially thinking. The energy is closing it. The more that I go into it, the less of a broad spectrum I'm getting here. So you're one of a kind. Let's put it that way. 10-10 on the clock. You're one of a kind. This person just has not met someone like you. All right. Ah, I'm hearing Missy Elliott. There'll be no another one. Like, you know, excuse me. They never met anybody like you, and they likely never will again. Not quite like you. All right, Four of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. So they made some kind of offer to you to connect with you. They were trying to create this opportunity or beginning with you, but they were deceptive in their reason behind trying to do it. So that, I feel like that's what it is. Their intention was to get you wrapped up in something emotionally, to probably where it would either reveal that you actually are crazy or drive you crazy. I don't really know. But it looks like you went there, and you seem to be aware of that and aware of them. So, what do you need to know now about the Empress in reverse? This is probably hurting. I imagine this is a blowback. Yeah, because it's an all out attack. Like, it's an all out attack. I'm sure that they're hurting off of this. What's the Empress here in reverse? I'm feeling that they're hurting because this is a lot of effort to put into another person outside of you. I mean, unless this is your own mother, you know. Other than that, I don't fucking get it. But they didn't accomplish anything. The Ten of Swords is in reverse. They did a lot of work and none of it worked. So that's gotta hurt. What's the Empress in reverse? That's a lot of wasted time, and again, racking up karma. They will not cross this line. If they did it based off of envy or jealousy, and they just wanted to, you know, you don't exist. Who you are cannot exist. Okay, well, you'll never get to taste it. You'll never get to taste what it feels like. That's the success that they made in their life. The success that this person is experiencing is this fall into the Empress in reverse. The very person that they wanted to create you out to be is the person that they are becoming. Someone created something, they created something in their own life. They were trying to create something for you, but they ended up creating it for them. What's the Empress in reverse? Likely because of the vibrational space that they're creating from. If you don't operate in those lower vibrational energies often, then you would not be a cooperative component to anything that they're sending out. And I don't know if this person is actually like, I don't know if this person, the Empress in reverse, the Six of Wands. I don't know if they're like actually trying to create you know, something bad for you. It just feels as if they're very opinionated. So maybe this will turn this person around. Oh, wow. Okay, so they've already done this. They created what they tried to create for you. They created for themselves instead. And then clarifying that is the Five of Cups in reverse. That is like, it's forgiveness, it's recovery, it's acceptance. This is a redemption. Happiness returning, achieving peace. I feel like you proved something. Doesn't even look like you see this person. The Queen of Cups is looking in the opposite direction. As a matter of fact, that's where these distractions are coming from. So maybe that had nothing to do with this. These distractions here, something that was calling or pulling your attention elsewhere. I don't know where that came from, honestly. That could have just been... What? How is the Ace of Wands? Tell me about the Ace of Wands to the Page of Cups. You actually were distracted from this person. They've learned this lesson separately. Like, I don't know if you may not even know that Queen of Cups. You distracted yourself. You were distracting yourself. Wow. Queen of Cups. Okay, because you were aware. You were aware of this person's judgment on you. You knew what they felt about you, and you just decided to ignore them. You distracted yourself. We have judgment in reverse. You distracted yourself without any attachment to them, because it's like, well, I don't care what you think. let you think whatever you want to think. I'm going to do my own thing. That's really what I'm getting. Like self-love. It says femininity, compassion, kindness, empathetic, supportive. like, you distracted yourself. Okay, so whatever you were pouring your energy into, it was better than you feeding into this. This would have drained your energy, but you were not focused on this individual or any of their reindeer games. I'm getting they were playing some games. Like right now, this person's energy is a lot better and they could even be in a happy space and good for them. But literally, if this is you, again, you know, on my channel, I'd be like, don't be afraid to say fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because really, 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 really. They had to go to war with you, literally going to war with you, wishing on your downfall, hoping that you were crazy, hoping that you would go crazy, hoping you weren't who you said you were, sending all of this negativity and pessimism your way, death energy. I even said this person could been into like death spells, anything like that energy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But for them, it's probably not crazy. It's different sides of the track, I guess. But anyway, yeah, you know, it's good for them, but that's sad that it took all of that. Like, how can you be happy for somebody that, you know, had to attack you in order to just accept the fact that you are who the fuck you say you are or who the fuck you portray yourself as, like who you be? You should not have to give such a fucking detailed explanation to anybody of who you are. Who the fuck does this person think they are? That they desire that much confirmation from you. So I'm glad that you pulled your energy away. I'm glad that you detached. I'm glad that you turned your back on whoever this person is. Because you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't. You really don't. It is really okay. In fact, that is the key. That is your sovereignty. When you have accomplished all of the work that you needed to do to just be and be in high vibrational energy as a result of it. That's where you get to feel good. I'm getting this is what you were doing too. Queen of Cups energy. This is what I got from the femininity and the compassion and all of the water. Here, I felt like you're like taking, you know, flower baths with candles and wine and music. I don't know why I saw that vision when that card first came out. But I'm like, oh wow, you were just pampering yourself the whole time. You were pampering yourself, loving on yourself while this person was doing everything they could to deceive you, to trick you, to ensnare you, to distract you, to discredit you, whatever they could. But it looks like all is well now. What's the, like, I mean, you don't seem that you are even affected. I do feel that you know or you are aware of this person, that they have some kind of grievance towards you. But you could likely be in such a high vibrational space, especially if you were not affected by this, then likely you were in such a high vibrational space that you didn't really get a whiff of any of it. Like it may have not even resonated with you. This energy could have been picked up on this table plenty of times before or at different tables. You've probably watched the videos like, oh, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate. It's like you have an awareness, but it's not at the forefront of your mind. It's just data that will likely come up should this person approach you with the Page of Cups, because it looks like they do. With the Ace of Pentacles, they make offers to you or they try to connect with you in some kind of way here, or they want to, they try to. So yeah, when that comes through, that's when you will pull up the file on this person. But until then, it doesn't look like you're looking at them. What's the Ten of Swords in reverse here? What I meant to say is with them, all is well. You seem like you are above well currently. All right. Oh, and they were not the only one. They had people working with them. Teamwork and collaboration. Man, they were focused. You know, What is this here? Because I see mastery and recognition. So if this is, because let's go back to the beginning scenario where this is all one person and they're just defeating their alter ego. They could be in unison or in harmony. Now, with their alter ego here, okay, King of Cups, Queen of Cups to the Queen of Cups. I almost said King of Cups, and in my mind I was thinking Twin Flame, but I really just didn't even want to pull that into here. But we also have the Four of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, it's someone, it could be someone's baby mother, someone's mother or sister, an ex, someone here that could be connected to your divine masculine that thinks you're crazy because of the twin flame journey. Okay, because they don't believe in it. It's a philosophy that they don't believe in. There's a whole lot of philosophies, so don't go to college ever, because you would think that all of the professors there, with all of their master's degrees, that they're all crazy. Okay, but anyway, yeah, this could be any of those scenarios too. If so, though, this was you exiting a cycle. Whatever you were able to put an end to, this is you. This is mastery. You're learning. You're. I was saying high priest, high priestess. This is you ascending in levels. Okay, so this offer, you may have received some offers that were fake or that came through, like to trick you, to deter you, to make you think that this was not real. You're getting in line for the real deal. If this is one person and there is nobody else, no other scenario with another person that could have been afflicting you, then likely you're growing and you are mastering some kind of quality. You've already reached this this immortality level where what you are aware of, because you can lose your awareness, you can lose access to your gifts, you can lose your intuition, you can shut your third eye back down. That's possible, to be conscious and then to go back into like a sleep state and kind of get stuck there. So that's a possibility, but for you, you are moving into the energy. That's the end of the cycle. Because you have defeated this, you will no longer go to sleep. Like, you gonna go to sleep, but your eyes are always open. You can take your mind off of things. You can stay away from anything that talks about twin flame journeys and, or, you know, any kind of like psychic abilities. You don't have to, you know, if you're a prophetess and you are at a church or something like that, you could go away for 20 years, okay, and shut down that gift or ability that you have. But in the moment that you tap back into it, or that you say you want to, it will be right there for you. For some of you, you could be, like I said, you could be a practitioner, a healer, you could be a tarot reader, okay. This ability, you could shut it down, you could throw all your cards away, and you could pick it up when you're 70 years old, and it is still going to go just as if you had never put it away. Who you are now, there is no end to it, because you've reached a certain level vibrationally. And that's with the third eye energy. This is some high level ass type shit. Okay, but let's get back to if this is a separate person for you. And if that's the case here, they were working with other people in order to do this, but the other people pretty much, they were doing this on their own. So this last cycle, this person, they still went after you, but the rest of the people broke free. It says release. It was too much responsibility. It was starting to affect things in their own life, breakdown, downfalls. They were getting distracted. You know, people could have been losing money, losing finances, resources. It just got too much for them. They could no longer work with this person. The Lovers in reverse. Someone's ex could have been in on this here in connection with this. I did say I would stay away from signs. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, you also have someone who is, I don't know, someone was benefiting financially here. I don't know if this is a bet. For some of you, it's a bet. That's crazy. But I have gotten that energy a whole lot of times at this table. Every time I be like, really? But yeah, really. King of Pentacles? Because why is King of Pentacles here? Teamwork, collaboration, apprenticeship. This could have also been like a group of people. If this is a position here, or if you already are, you've received an offer for something and there are other people that could qualify for it, or they're like, say for example, it's like a job, regular job, and you have to, you know, get picked. You have to interview. Then that could be where this King of Pentacles energy is coming from. But it does feel, oh no, they may just, they may be working with everyone, but it wasn't like you guys are, like these people may have not been all together, like not working against you, but just pitted against you naturally. It's like competitive energy, because only one person can take the seat, only one person can play this role, only one person can get this job. Okay, something like that. Only one person could get it out of the group. Okay, so that's why it seems as if people were working together or grouping together to work against you, but really it feels as if there are 2 to 3 other people that could have been considered for whatever it is that you are doing, or whatever it is you're going to receive. If you're going to receive an offer, there is like 2 to 3 other people that could have received this position or this, but one of them fell away, or one of them left because it was too much for them and it was starting to cause issues for them. Another could not stay emotionally in that space, like they could not handle the emotional space here. It's like a competition. Yeah, to get to a mastery level. Who is the King of Pentacles? I'm wondering if this would be like the boss here, like the person who would be making the offer with the uh, Ace of Pentacles. I'm wondering if this would be the boss, or if this is the one who is benefiting financially from this, or will benefit financially, or there is some kind of financial benefit for completing this, or whatever this mastery is. Some kind of recognition. Something happens physically. It's yeah, physical, material. Productivity, release, regaining awareness, freedom, survivor, self-limiting beliefs, and hopeful. No, I feel as if possibly this person is receiving the same offer as you. So there was room for 2. Okay, there was 4, and now there's 2. Some of you, this is definitely like a twin flame journey. Or this could be within a friend group or a family group or something like that. But there were 4, and now there's 2. So it would be you, and then we have this King of Pentacles energy. It's the exact opposite here. The Hierophant in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They actually could be releasing some kind of financial obligation or responsibility, or they could be losing money by taking this position here. So they're making an offer, but they had to make a sacrifice too. They may be making an offer to you, but it's like, oh my God, yeah, you guys are 20. That's crazy. The 4 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Ha! I gotta laugh because I was gonna say, here go that instability or that crazy card again, and they're getting that too. But come on now, you gonna give me the 4 of Wands, the crazy card, with the King of Pentacles? That's the most grounded, the most practical, the most realistic. Oh man, they're the most grounded. Like, they're really like no nonsense. If they can't see it, they really don't believe it. So they're the same type of crazy as you. That's got to be an emperor, multifaceted. But The way that they actually won this or completed this or got this position is very different than you. You had to go crazy to get it. This person, I feel, this is just like reckless, or it would be considered to be reckless or something like that. It's out of character for them with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. They had to step outside of their box. You had to go in your box. You had to go in your box that was created for you. And this person had to step out of the box, it feels like, that was created for them. Alright, it looks like, I mean, it's a happy ending all around. I don't see what's going on with the one person here who just let go of everything. Or just quit, you know, in the middle of it. But it does look like the rest, for the most part, are returning to peace, if not happiness, you know. So I don't know. It's not the end of the world, whatever this position is. But that was a lot, you guys. That's my time. In case I didn't see you in this live, this is me and mine, blowing you kisses, saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night.